Okay, little video here. Reason for the video, not going to be doing driver's liveries anymore. So a little bit of a guide here on how to put some decals onto a car. Mainly for Fluffy this is. I'm going to show Fluffy how we do this. Plus a few little extras for Fluffy as well that he might not be aware of. First of all, if we go to the mileage exchange, this changes every so often. You can select different wheels to purchase their mileage points, different colours and things like that. So these are like paints, you can paint your car. Every so often they'll change in here. And you've got your standard colours as well, which you'll be able to put on your car, which I'll show you in a moment. And something else you might want to be aware of, Fluffy, is the decals that Demon R puts up and available from time to time. Now the easiest way to find those, including your name tag, which is Fluffy obviously. If we have a look on here under friends, so I'll just show you again where I went there. Went to the activity feed at the bottom, and then to friends, and then mine takes a while to load up a little bit because I've got lots of friends on there. Followers, but we'll go down to Demon R, find where he is on the list. There he is. Now once you've clicked on Demon R, arm on, you've got his life log, his achievements and his gallery. Well, if you go to his gallery, and then on the left hand side here you've got decals, and then you've got all the decals that is loaded upon or shared onto the game. So if you're doing your own livery, what you want to be doing is looking through here for your name. Any of our drivers have got names on here. So if we're looking for Fluffies, keep scrolling through till we find it, and you may find there's a few different types of the name Fluffy on here as well, which I'll show you. There's one. So what we do is we need to click on that, add to collection, and then we can use that later on. Now if we keep scrolling through, we might find some more Fluffies as well. And there's one in particular I'm looking for Fluffy as well, which should be coming up any time soon. And it's the one where it's got the name with a black background. Okay, there it is. That's going to allow us to basically show the colour of the paint of the car through a black background. So add to collection again. And you may have noticed there was another one there, we might as well take that as well while we're here. I don't think there's any of the others we want at the moment from Demon R, but we can always come back and get them later on if we want to. So that was the Demon R one, so I'm pressing circle now to come back to the main menu. Right, next interesting thing to do, discover. And then if we go down to decals, this is basically like looking through Demon R's, but it's not just Demon R's, now it's everybody's. So you've got if you look at the top, we've got your R1, L1's got latest, cool selections, trading, most popular and search. So they're interesting to have a little look through, but if there's something in particular you want, then go to search. And we know that Fluffy likes to have his particular livery, which has got monster on it, so monster. There we go, so we've got monster energy stuff we can take, but it's not just this one page. This is showing you basically over a period of time. So on the left hand side over here, this is 13th of the 12th, well 10th of the 10th to the 13th of the 12th. And you can go back even older to find previously uploaded decals. So we can have a little look through for a particular colour or a particular logo. So even if there's a particular car colour you paint that you're after, you could type the paint colour into the Discover into the search bar and get any colour you want, really. Oh, demon! Oh, he's loaded somewhere. Right, what I'm after is a Monster Energy with a bit of a black background for Fluffy's car, and you'll see why once we're making his livery. So it's good to have a bit of an idea of what you want before you go to make your car, so you get all your bits and pieces together first of all. That's not too bad, but it's not what I want. So what I'm doing here at the moment is just keep flicking through to different time periods to when people have uploaded decals. You can pretty much find anything you want in the search on this. I say that, I probably won't be able to find the one I'm after now. I know it's here because I've had it before, I just deleted it. But even if I can't find one with a black background, I can always make a black background and put the Monster Energy logo on top of it. Which I might end up doing just to save a bit of time, to be honest. I could keep flicking through, but then that will make for a very interesting video. Ah, there we go, that's the type I'm after. So save that to collection. Let's take that as well. Why not? Something else I want to have a little look for. I mean, just to give you an idea. So if, for instance, you're wanting dynamic GT league stuff as well, you could write in DGT and search and see what comes up. Look, 22 things. That's a lot of Demon R stuff. So there's the new stuff as well. Older content. Older again. Anniversary stuff. So you can write DGT in there, because Demon R is the load that tends to put DGT in. So anything that's been asked for from the driver tends to put DGT in so that it comes up through there. Anyway, I'm going to proceed on now to putting some liveries on a car, show you roughly how that's done. So what we need to do here is livery editor, new design, and then we need to pick a car that we're going to put it on. We've got a plain white one over here at the minute, so we'll click on that. What is it? Broken Group 3. Right, so we can paint it to start off with, which will get rid of everything that's on it already. And we can decide what colour. Now, this is your normal colour palette, so you could pick one of these, or if you've purchased the colours through the mileage exchange, they'll be in here. Now, I've purchased pretty much every one that's available, so I've got lots to choose from. And the one I tend to use for Fluffy is a fluorescent, and it's one of these. I think it's the I think it's G3, or is it G2? I'll go with G3 this time anyway. And then we've got the different sections of the car, we can colour different colours, and I think for Fluffy's what I tend to do is go other black, so that puts a bit of black trim on around the front. And then rear wing, we'll make the rear wing black. And it's side mirrors black. And then we'll move on Right, racing items. This is where I'm using the right mushroom to make the car move around. In here we can do window sticker, so white, black, and sometimes when you do normal it allows you to put a decal on there of your own choice, but not on all of the cars. Name. Now for mine here, to come up with my name, obviously if I load a livery up and somebody uses that livery like we have done in the league, it does change the name on there as well. And the light colours, we can have yellow or clear. Right, let's move on to the important stuff. So adding on a name onto the car. So different sections of the car, so the body, bonnet, side mirrors, rear wing and other. So we'll start off with the body, and nice and simple. Left, right, front, rear and roof. And we'll start off with the left hand side. Clicking X to do that. Then you've got my library, collection and favourites. Well, in the collection, if you press R1, we've got things that we've saved when we were doing the searching, and if we keep, they're in date order when they were uploaded to GT. Now I've got fluffy stuff. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a folder, a favourite folder, and I'm going to call it fluffies. So fluffy. So we've added that into fluffies. Now we can have a look through, and anything else that we want to add into fluffies. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Discard the change. Add layer left. Back to collection. Right, so pressing triangle on the ones that we want to add into fluffies. So triangle, add to fluffy, triangle, add to fluffies, add to fluffies. Makes it easier to find them later on. I think that's it for fluffies for now. Yep. I just realised there was, oh, I think I got it to that one there, yeah. Okay, so the one I want to put on the car now is this one. So that I can put on there, put his name on it. And what we can do here is make this larger and smaller using the right mushroom. You press the R1 button to hold the R1 button, use the right mushroom to have a little look around how we're doing it. All the information is at the bottom of the screen anyway. Once we've got Fluffy's name on there, where we want it, we can go to this layer controls, duplicate on reverse, and it puts his name on the other side. Just like that. So we're going to add another layer on to the left. Go to favourites this time and to Fluffy. Monster Energy, that's the one I was after before. And we're going to put that on here. But we want to put a bit of an angle on it. To make it a bit of a slope if we want. And to do that, we can skew it by holding L1. And then go eep. And that can go on there. And once we're happy with that, I can duplicate that to the other side, screw it the other way. Looking alright. Now then, what we're going to do is just tidy up the bottom of it a little bit. So add a shape on. We've got a white bar at the minute. Change the colour to black. And by moving it to the right with the right mushroom, we can expand the size of it. And then we'll just fill up that bit at the bottom. You can also change the angle of it a little bit using R1, L1. Sorry, R2, L2. There we go. Do that to the opposite side, duplicate to reverse, so we've got a nice black down there as well. So there we go, we basically Fluffy's name on the sides and a bit of monster energy on there as well. Now what we could do to this side as well is just show you what's available in here. So I'm just back up and next, I went a bit quick there. So add layer, left hand side, select decal, yeah, and then you've got shapes, patterns, brands and logos here. So they're in alphabetical order, so they're grouped together. So if you go on here and go, let's have a look to see what we want to put on it. Well, that looks like a nice logo that will go on this card box. Okay, let's put that down here. Yep, click X and let's go duplicate on reverse. That means we got it on both sides. There it is. Done. Good. Nice. Nicely done. Let's say we want a number on here. Now what we could have done is searched for a nice flashy number. Or we'll just find these ones. Okay. Change the colour to black. Yep. Okay, we can put his number over here. Just skew it a little bit if we want to. Change the shape slightly, so it's got number 7. Duplicate to the other side, so it's got a 7 on that side as well. And you start to see what I'm building now, what I'm starting to put together. So for the front of the car, you go add front. I know, let's put a nice big black strip across it. And I'm going to cover up the Bosch sign, you'll see why in a minute. Because what we can do here, see how we've got a little bit of green showing. Set projection area. You can change the angle and the depth. So by adding it on, it just starts to fill those in a bit more. But also you can see how it's going across Fluffy's name look. So we don't want it to go that far backwards. Just enough to fill the black in. Once we've done that, we realise that the Bosch sign's not showing. Press triangle and decal up here, and we can actually go to move layer, drop it below the Bosch, and the Bosch reappears. Just like that. So just like that. But looking at the car itself, it might be better off with a bit of an angle on the black strip. So let's put another strip on, move it to the side a little bit, and just see if we can follow that shape a bit more. Oh, I need to add a bit more depth, angle and depth on it, don't I? But not too much depth. I don't know if it's going to follow the shape how I want it, but we can try. Not quite. Let's piece it together a little bit. We could put one bit here, copy it to the other side, copy it back again, which means I've got 2 on the side, and then I can move it around to fill that bit in, and just start building it up. So same on the other side. Don't need to make the Bosch signs visible again. To move there, we'll move it up this time. It's not there visible again. There we go. Now let's move on to the bonnet. Bonnet. We want Fluffy's name on there as well, don't we? So go to his favourites. Get that Fluffy again. There he goes. We've got Fluffy on the front. And we'll go to rear wing. Oh, this is an interesting one to do anyway, I'll show you why. Let's put this Fluffy on here. Now what you'll see is here is it's on that side, but it's not on that side. So what we're going to do is add angle, add depth. Now we're going to have a look right there. It will be there, but because it's gone through, it's back to front. So what we're going to do, oops, is flip horizontally. So it's now wrong on top, but it's correct underneath that. That's fine, we can leave it like that. Because what we can do is to the top, we can put a strip on it, cover it up, change the strip to black, okay, and then we can put another fluffy sign on top. Oops, that's fine. Right, the ends though, they're quite interesting, because what a lot of people don't realise is with these ends, when they go to put something on the end, let's say they put on this writing here, they put the writing on, but it spreads across the top and looks horrible. And then what people end up doing then is they try and cover those up on the top, whereas you don't need to. What you do, set projection area, depth, and reduce the depth, and it disappears it. Gone, almost. You might just need to change a bit of angle off it as well. Check that it's still there, yep. And then duplicate to the reverse, which means it puts it on that side. Now I've noticed that the stanchions to the rear wing are white. I might be able to change those by going to this other here. Now pressing R3 means we get to see what we can change colour. It's just the front look on this car, where the turquoise colour is. Let's have a look at the back. No, there's no turquoise. Okay, so let's see if we can go to rear wing and R3. It's just going to show the rear wing. What about the body of the car? Nope. So it doesn't look like we can change the colour of the stanchions. They're going to be that colour, unfortunately. I'm just going to make them black, but never mind. So, yeah, a bit of a video there of what we can do to change the colour of things to a car, and adding a few bits and pieces on, and you can do it to the front, the rear, the top. Just wherever you want to add something on, you can add it on. There's lots to choose from. Just decide what you want and whack it on. Once you've done that, you need to save it, obviously, so you need to save. Once you're happy with it, give it a name. Fluffy. Well, this is the interesting bit as well. This changes the. I was going to point to the screen then. The tile up in the top right hand corner where Fluffy's name is, it's like lime green and black, which is quite a nice colour combo because it's kind of what it is at the minute. But you can change it here, so you can change the colours if you wanted to, but we don't really need to. Actually, I'll make the back a bit more black. There we go. Save, and it's saving away. And sometimes you'll see, you might get DMR say, oh, you need to share your livery so I can use it for the footage, race footage, or make a picture of it or whatever. To do that, it's very simple. Once you've saved your livery on here, you can actually share it as well, which I'll show you. It's quite simple. It gives you the option after it's saved. It means that everyone will be able to see it then, and other people could use this if they wanted to. So there's the share option. We've got to put a little message in here, so I'll tend to put in Dynamic GT League. Find us on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, and that goes 100%, so that's now shared, so anyone can see that. Yeah, there we go. Lots of other things you could do to it, like change your wheels. You can purchase different wheels through the mileage exchange. You can change the wheel stickers on it on most of the cars, not all of them. Change the colour of your wheels. But yep, there's lots you can do there. So hopefully that's answered a few questions for a few people on how to do liveries. Very basic there, but all I would suggest is jump on and play around with it and enjoy. And I'll see you on the racetrack. See ya.